Cheers.
Nice.
That was pretty good.
It's not bad, right? Yeah. We've been trying to find an intro, but that's pretty much it right now.
I like that.
Yeah. We can't just rip like Theo Von's song. That song's phenomenal. I don't know what it is, but it's phenomenal.
It is. I like Theo Von.
Electric Avenue, right? Yeah.
Welcome back. Life on the Ave, episode 12. We got myself,
Cheers.
Connor. We got the OG Vince Garman, and we got special guest, my brother Brandon Tutz. So happy to have you.
Happy to be here. Thanks, fellas.
I know you're pumped up too to have him.
Jacked. I'm jacked.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm
Big
jacked.
Good one. So start off, weekend recap. Vince, we getting into anything this weekend? We just dad life it up.
We're just
Past couple
surviving.
days.
We're just surviving.
Just
so yeah, just battling. But part of the weekend recap, we kind of talked about it and mentioned it just briefly. Swim lessons. So do you guys remember who taught you how to swim? Was it like a Wendy Peppercorn moment? Or what
You know
was
what?
it?
I don't really
We
remember.
started just mom and dad just threw us at Oakland Swim Club.
Yeah, we joined the
think that's
summer
how we
swim
started.
league. I think he was 4, I was 8, so I got a late start. He started early. I think we just joined the swim team.
Swim until you were 8.
8, yeah. Well, I knew how to swim competitively, I should say. But
Okay.
no, so I don't remember exactly how I learned to swim. All I know is I was better than Connor from start to finish. That's all I can really remember.
My man dropped out at like 13. He called it quits. I went all the way through.
Dedicated my life to baseball.
And look at look at us now.
Look at us now.
Look at us now.
Swim lessons though. How's that going?
Swim. It's wild. It's horrible timing because it's right at the nap time. So she wakes up at 7. 3-hour wake window is 10 o'clock. That's when swim lessons
10 o'clock
starts.
swim
So
lessons.
just pissed.
Got it.
Just pissed. Yeah, I'll be completely honest as well too. The last 2 swim lessons, thank God for swim diapers. Yeah, she's had a number 2
In the pool?
each time.
No
Yeah,
way.
in the swim diaper, but swim diaper keeps it nice and dry. Like I open it up, I'm like, oh gosh, yeah. But maybe that's pissing her off as well too. But
She's just giving you some payback.
Yeah,
That's what you
yeah.
get for throwing me in the pool.
Maybe. But the lady's crazy. Shout out Kelly Hughes who bought her the swim lessons. So she's awesome. But the lady's
Love it.
80 years old. I think she taught majority of people how to swim in Delaware. She's
Really?
awesome. Yeah.
She's a legend.
She's a total legend.
How
Total
many
legend.
swim lessons is Murph getting?
I think once a week for the rest of her life, maybe. Yeah. Until she's like good to go. Yeah.
Feels like you
She's
really
good
swim
to
well.
go. Good to go. But,
Okay. All right.
Yeah. This lady, her name's Peggy. She's 80. She's hilarious. So, we walk in there. She says, "Daddy, time's over. We're in the pool. Like, it's no BS for
No
15
BS.
minutes. Yeah,
15 minutes.
15-minute swim lesson.
Oh, is that all it is?
In and out.
It's a huge workout for a 1-year-old.
I mean, I bet.
It's 15 minutes of straight work, dude. Like it's work. There's no downtime there. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now, just doing dad stuff,
You hop in the pool at all? 15-minute workout too alongside Murph or now?
I would love to. Like they only use 2 lanes. There's a couple other lanes.
Bring a
so
suit
like
next time.
yeah, I might have to hop in. Might have to hop in. But
How about
we'll see.
How about yourself? What did we get into?
Yeah,
this
we went
weekend?
to the beach on Friday. We had my fiance's brother. They're having a second baby as well, and we did a little gender reveal this weekend down at Salted Vines, the winery down in Bethany. So
Nice.
Congrats
we played,
to Ryan and Maria.
yeah, congrats to
Number
Ryan and
2.
Maria Killen. So we played 18 Saturday morning at Salt Pond, that little par 3, par 4 course down there. Have you ever played it?
No. I
So-
only played 1 course in Sussex, Midway
Really?
Par 3. Yeah.
That's it, really?
That's it. Yeah.
No Baywood,
No.
Rookery, none of those.
I've driven past them.
But never played them.
No.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Chris Donges. I don't know. Meg Carter's husband, fiance?
Yes.
Yeah. They ran an event for him a few years ago.
Nice.
At Midway Par 3?
At Midway.
Oh,
It was
nice. Okay,
It
cool.
was dope. Had a great time.
So we
I'm hoping for my invite to the BTO. Hi, Go. Are you listening?
so we played 18 and then we went at 12 o'clock and he actually had a golf ball and it was a boy. They got a girl already, so that was good.
How was the
One-on-one,
swing?
just
Was
like
it
you.
good?
Just like you.
It was good. I mean, we played our tee times at 7:40. We definitely put a couple back, so I made sure that I said, listen, you can't roll up there and miss the ball, and it's a bigger than a wiffle ball.
Okay.
So
They made sure that he was making contact.
Yeah, so
Got
he
it.
made pretty good contact, and it was a lot of fun. So we were there for a couple hours, and then we kind of just hung out and grilled, and then came home Sunday. It's been a nice quiet weekend. Just with vacation week next week. So.
That's a lot of pressure on like people who soft toss it or like swing the golf club.
A lot could go wrong.
Ah, man.
A lot could go wrong. You missed that ball because we were behind him shooting the cannons off. So basically, we were waiting for him. The second he was
Yeah,
about to
you
make
let it
contact,
go.
we shoot the cans off. So if he misses,
That's a lot of pressure on you. You got to make sure it's going the right way.
I know.
Opposite way.
Sometimes they go.
They have the directions
opposite
on
way.
there. I think I read them 6 times.
Or if you like shot it off
Upwards,
first
twist. Yeah.
before
oh,
Ryan
yeah.
hit. Oh man,
But it went good.
good. Glad it went well. I stayed back here. I was hanging out in Wilmington. We had a Garmin group date night.
I saw that, dude.
Yeah.
That looked awesome.
Jade, Matt, Sid, and I we just bar hopped around Wilmington on Saturday. It was a blast. Chalked it in early. We left the bars at like 11. Started at like 6:30. It's perfect.
That's a beautiful night.
Started down. We went to Maker's Alley. Never been.
Beautiful.
Can you believe it? Yeah, never been.
What'd you think?
Interesting.
Interesting.
The people are interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
people who live on Market Street.
Yeah.
are pretty wild.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You see the people you lease apartments to?
Oh my gosh. The stories I have for that. Yeah.
They are interesting, dude.
Yeah. Started there, and then we went to the Coin, which is that's a blast in itself. The
Would you
rooftop.
go downstairs of the Coin at all?
No. We had the rooftop.
Rooftop
We had
suite.
to, yeah, so
Have you
did
been
that.
there, Vito?
I haven't been there.
Wow.
I know. I've heard good
Sick.
things. Was it crowded?
Take an elevator up. It's like the real deal.
Was it crowded this past
No.
weekend? Obviously, it doesn't get too crowded.
No,
think-
it was July 4th weekend technically.
Yeah.
But it gets crowded up there a little bit, but it was pretty slow. But it was
little
a
bit.
blast.
Yeah.
I
That's
gotta
awesome.
get there.
Yeah. What my mom always says is anyone who, stays local during the holiday, they're just fellow poor people who don't have a shore house. So that's just us right now.
Yeah, it's correct.
This is our season of
I would
life.
say that's pretty accurate.
So
Pretty
we hit those two in downtown Wilmington, and we shot back over here in Trolley, and believe it or not, the first time I went to this bar Saturday night, take a guess which one I went to.
Which one?
That I have never been before.
In Trolley?
In Trolley?
Right here,
Not the speakeasy.
Finally
no?
went, yeah.
Logan House, first time?
Crowbar.
I was just. Oh man. Crowbar. Okay.
First
nice.
time, just went, got a drink, and I was just like, I walk by this every single day.
They have good drinks there.
Great drinks. And
Really
then we
good
ended
drinks.
that grain and
What'd you
oyster, and it
think?
was good. I got an Aperol spritz.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, one a little fancy.
No comment.
I know.
No
They're very
comment?
good.
They're very good.
No comment. The there's a super dope spot in Strathmere on the same island as Sea Isle, the Duval Inn,
Yeah,
and they
everyone
do
goes there.
Spritz Sundays.
Everyone goes there.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, and what I always say, and I think a lot of people agree with me, if you go to the Duval, you have to bring your A game. Like, you can't bring anything less than your A game, or
Yeah.
you're gonna get exposed, dude.
Yeah.
You're not rolling up just a little bit of energy. You
No.
got to bring it all.
No. It's a very photogenic place. Like, it's all good-looking people. Like, you got to be
You're not rolling up in basketball shorts.
on your P's and Q's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If you
I
want
see
to
a
be
lot of people posting that in
Yeah,
the
that's the
locations
Ocean
too.
Drive.
Well,
Yeah.
Have you
Okay.
ever been? Have you ever been?
The Duval?
Yeah.
Oh, family. It's a Garmin family staple. Yeah, it's a Leslie family staple. My grandfather loved it.
Awesome.
He loved it. He said it had the coldest beer on the island.
Coldest beer.
Just the inside bar, not the outside bar. I don't know.
I don't know.
He liked it. Yeah,
Love it.
he liked it.
What about plans for this week? Anything tomorrow? Anyone got plans for the 4th? We watching fireworks? We going
I'm excited
anywhere?
to hear what you guys are doing.
Doing anything?
Yeah, so I'm gonna take him out. I was gonna play the Moors, but I said, you know what? He's never really played 18 before, let alone 9. So let's just start at
I'm not a
Monchannon.
golf ball, so we need to.
Let's start at
Start
Monchannon.
it
We'll
slow.
just hit it around a little bit and see if I can, teach him how to
Coach
play.
him up.
Yeah, just a little bit. So we're gonna tee off around 10 o'clock tomorrow, and just try and get in 9, and it should be dead out there, I would think.
Yeah.
10 a.m. Shit, I might have to hop in on that.
Hop in.
Yeah,
Come on
we'll
in.
see.
We hit Top Golf in Nashville.
How was
I
that?
surprised a lot of guys.
I didn't
there.
see any pictures of
I
Top
looked pretty
Golf.
good.
Maybe I didn't look hard enough, but
Yeah, we had a couple videos in
I
there.
swung the ball pretty well.
He did. He
I
did.
wanted that.
I took him out to the range a little bit before, and he struggled with just hitting the ball, like how much power he should have hitting the ball. I know you're not supposed to use a lot of power when you hit a golf ball, but he needed to use a little bit more.
This is also the day
And it was
before
great.
member guest, and everyone is locked in. Bobby Clemens is there with his poles to set up headphones in. I'm like, why am I here? I gotta go. But it's a good start.
No, it was great.
start.
Yeah, it was
speaking of
awesome.
Bobby Clemens right now, he's texting me, as I'm sure he's texting everybody here.
Everybody, yeah.
Probably.
What'd he say?
He was with my cousin the other night, and they were talking to some chicks. So I just threw Bobby Clemens literally an alley-oop to my cousin. He was like, "Yeah, you could hook up with this girl if you want to, dude." And it's just been radio silent. So I think Sometimes, yeah, I don't know if
Do we need to work on Bobby's game a little bit, or does he need some Vince advice?
I've known Bobby for 22 years, and
Love Bobby.
That long.
he's just such a character, man. He's such a character.
That kid is up
So,
at my
I don't
house
know
at
how he is
5:30.
with the ladies. We're still figuring it out, but yeah.
One thing that's good is his golf game.
Yeah,
His
good
golf
at
game's
golf.
great. He's a phenomenal lacrosse player. Scored a goal in our championship game last year. It might have been the dagger goal too.
Love it.
Yeah,
Last
to,
year.
Yeah, put it out of reach. Yeah.
What lacrosse was this?
Men's league.
Oh.
Men's league. It's very competitive.
I bet. Where is
Yeah.
it?
Southeastern Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Bob. Yeah, I could tell he was locked in. It's a little intimidating just going up to the range for your first time. Like,
Yes.
yeah, there's
Especially
a
in
lot of
that
heads
type
up there.
atmosphere. It was
Yeah.
wild. It was
But 10 a.m. I might have to
scary.
hop in on that. Put Murph down for bed.
More than welcome.
Yeah.
feel free. You got
I mean,
any
we'll
plans
probably
tomorrow?
play in an hour and a half.
No, I got nothing.
Just
man.
hanging. Yeah.
Yeah. Monchannon's great too.
It's great. And it's in good shape.
Cole and I played a lot. A ton.
It's a no-brainer.
We play one club challenge. Just take one club out there.
Oh, you will?
Just dig it around. 7 iron.
So you have to.
Yeah. Second
great.
iron. I'm crafty with it.
And the squad's been having a great time this weekend. Jordan heading down to the beach this weekend, visiting Brandon O'Connor.
Don't invite the Garmin group because they will come.
They will come.
We should have all
absolutely.
just showed up.
I think he'll house about anybody.
Yeah.
So Jordan at BOCs, we had Cole at baby showers and family
Never
parties
know what
from
that guy's
past
up to.
clients. I have no idea what he's up to. And Jade's got a boat day currently. She's probably having a blast with all her friends right now. So we are the team is out and about today and definitely celebrating the holiday week for sure.
Yeah.
Good for them having fun.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
Absolutely.
I love it. Are you guys excited for vacation?
Very excited. Very excited. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
have about 30 members there. Family members, and I'd say probably 95% of them have never even been to Delaware Beach before.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they have no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what to expect?
No.
I
Seems
mean,
like a lot of pressure.
He's got a whole itinerary. This guy's
I
itinerary
put
god.
a whole 2-page itinerary together of just things to do,
He's a real
places. Oh yeah, places to see, food to eat. If you're gonna go to Lewis, you can go to Bethany. If you want to take a trip to Ocean City one day, lots of
How's
things
that work?
to do.
Is it one property? You guys all on one
Two
property?
houses.
We got
Two
two
houses.
houses right on
Right
the same
on-
street, like
Right on Lake Ave, which is right off of
Right
right before the boardwalk, essentially.
Yeah.
Really
Gotcha.
good location.
like right before Dewey, like a couple streets before
Locations
Dewey.
primo.
Yeah,
Primo. So we got two houses like
Yeah.
just about next to each other.
real nice houses, both big houses, 6 bedrooms each. Like I said, it's gonna be like 30 of us. It's gonna be a lot
Now,
of fun.
my one note here is family pics. So did we scout
Oh,
out like what the
man.
lighting looks like?
This is all him. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so we
Because that lighting at the Tutzlow family Christmas pictures.
No, the Thanksgiving. The hallway.
Thanksgiving,
Wow.
these-
Open the door. It's
It is
wild.
unbelievable. Dude.
Yeah, so
Becca
we're
found
doing
that. Shout out Becca.
we're doing a big beach family picture day on Monday.
White shirts, khaki pants.
We're gonna do
Navy
white, blue. If you want to do a little bit of pink, you can.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But he
we're
like
gonna-
hired a
we hired a
photographer.
photographer and
That's-
everything. Right on
you
Cape
have to.
Henlopen Beach, 6 to 7.
6 to 7.
Yeah, I mean you have to do it. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Mary
We're
Kay and I
excited.
just scheduled the same thing when we're in Seattle.
You four? Or
Family
the
pictures,
whole,
yeah.
The whole team.
No, it's just us four.
Nice.
Just us four.
Love that.
Photographer and everything.
The classic white people pictures. You know
You
exactly what I'm
have to do
talking
it. You go to the beach on vacation. I mean,
And you
come
got
on.
everyone there. You might as well.
You got to do it. That's
You
great
have
though.
to.
It's
Yeah.
great though because we've been going to Cape Cod, Massachusetts for what 25 plus years.
Yeah, a long
Ever
time.
since-
Ever since
Before you were even
my
born.
mom's been going since she's been 19.
When you first started, dude, you were shooting up to Connecticut like every,
Like it was
every
no
3
problem.
weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll be there in a couple
bro.
weeks.
And we will.
We're there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so it's nice that everyone's coming down to us and our vacation's only an hour away.
That is nice. That is
Excited
nice.
for it.
Now, my one question is Scoot bringing his Blackstone?
Oh yeah. No.
Scoot
Is
is
he packing it in
not
there?
bringing his Blackstone, but how about this? He's bringing my fiance's brother's Blackstone, the portable one that
That's
you can
gosh,
throw
is
on
he
the back
really?
of a truck.
smart, man.
Yeah, just gonna snag it
Leave
from
his
him.
at home.
Leave the one on wheels at home.
Give it a week rest.
If he wanted to put it in the car, he probably would have. Knowing that man,
We'll be out and about. Where's Scoot? Yeah, he's in the back on the Blackstone.
he is. Oh yeah, he loves that thing.
He called me earlier today and he said, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I'm playing golf with Brand. A couple hours in the morning. You want to come home? Maybe some smash tacos. Anything that has the word smash in front of it.
you don't have to twist my arms.
You want to come? You're totally invited if you want to come.
I'll get there.
He's jacked for that too. So yeah, he loves his Blackstone.
Yeah, I gotta make it down. What's your guys' street name again? What is it?
Perch Creek.
Perch Creek.
Perch
so, yeah,
Creek,
Perch Creek
yeah.
Drive is their actual street name.
Yeah.
Perch Creek. Yeah.
So-
And while we're on the subject of Perch Creek, because we've talked about it, but we haven't talked about it. Did you also utilize the empty lot for kicking skills?
Which empty lot?
Next door. Like, isn't there like a big yard or whatever?
Yeah,
you
right
used to
between
kick?
Jackie's and
Yeah, we played in that a lot. And I would say
It's so
most of
clutch.
my kicking that I would do would be at Glasgow High School,
Oh,
just
okay.
down the street.
Sure.
But they have the practice field that, I mean, listen, not in good shape, but at least it had goalposts.
Yes.
So we would go there a lot, and it was right down the road. So
I love that.
We kind of already talked about it. Garminger double date. Jade, Matt, myself, and Sid. Great time. Next place is to try any
Yeah. What
advice. Any.
do you do with your fiance?
Yeah. Any new-
What's
They got date nights. Yeah.
Tutz,
di-
Becca?
so date night, like just a typical go out to eat.
Yeah.
We're big Kitcheline fans. I know that everyone's been there, but that's a big
Shout out
spot.
Jay Foy.
We were there
Kitchelines.
last night for like a little lunch, early dinner.
No, we're here.
You get the cowboy burger? What do you go with?
We actually, so we always get nachos. We did nachos and we split a burger, but we split a 10-ounce burger.
Frugal.
Yeah. I mean, we were full.
It's a big. It's a nice word. It's a big word. It's a
It's
good
an
word.
SAT word. It's an SAT word. I'm also into splitting the meals as well too. You gotta.
You've been
split
doing
it,
that
take-
recently.
Yeah, you gotta
Split
take half
taking
home.
the rest home.
I like trying a lot of things too. So if we're gonna get 3 things, maybe we pick at each one. You know, I'm a big
That's smart, man.
trying things at
Smart,
different places. Next place to try though, I don't know where else you may not have been. I'm trying to think.
I've been everywhere, so.
What's the one
Where have
place
you been?
right in Independence, the Independence Plaza before you hit 202?
Snuff Mill?
Yeah,
Been to Snuff?
yeah, very good.
Never even heard of that. What is that?
Very, very good. That was the place we went probably a couple months ago. You should go there. Really good.
For
Drinks,
steakhouse
food,
spot.
Steakhouse.
Steakhouse spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real nice date night spot. Really
Love
good.
that.
I like
Yeah.
that spot.
They're a Friday pizza by Elizabeth night couple.
PBE?
Too. Yeah, they love
That's
the
our
What do
PBE.
you get there?
That's our spot. So we go every time we go. We usually get an appetizer. It kind of varies. Crab dip we like. We'll get two
Crab
small
dips are phenomenal.
pizzas. Usually a pepperoni, and then we
Get the-
decide on the second one, and then we get the brownie sundae. And
must.
arguably, in brownie sundae, we love Kitchelines, but Pizza by Liz has got it beat in our book.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
really good.
That
We
is-
love kids. Their brownie's really good, but there's something about Pizza by Elizabeth. So that's our spot every Friday. That we're up here and don't have anything going on. That's where we're going.
Love that.
PBE. Yeah, I've only been to PBE once or twice, so I need to make it out
Good
there more.
vibes there.
For sure.
Definitely
I
good
like it.
vibes.
Yeah, Mary Kate's been there a bunch.
Not expensive
Um,
either.
No,
Reasonable.
not expensive
Super
at all, which
reasonable.
was great. We just
Yeah.
like the idea of, hey, that's our spot and that's our day night, routine, and we all love trying new things, but that's kind of a place we like to go.
You gotta have a staple, something
Yeah.
to look forward to.
That's
Exactly.
like,
Exactly.
become your staple.
Yeah.
What about you? Anything?
My new thing that I've been looking forward to, I've only done it once, but had a pizza from Galuccio's Wednesday night, half price pizza.
So good.
Pomodoro.
Okay.
It's like a white pizza where they just like kind of throw a little bit of tomato sauce on top. It was amazing. Yeah.
Where's
Me and Mary
Galuccio's?
Kate's mom split it. And like we just kept talking about it the whole time. Mary Kate got so mad. Galuccio's
like their
is the
pizza.
spot right next to my house.
Oh yeah, right there.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like their pizza.
That's what Scoop brought that pizza when he came and hung out with the team last year.
There are characters at Galuccio's.
Oh,
dude.
They,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
love it there.
you want to
Yeah.
go have fun and
You get
laugh,
a
go
you get
there.
a smoke high, a
The
nicotine high.
second
Just
you walk in.
yeah, I can't sit on my front porch. I'm like, whoa, dude. That's wild there.
Good spots. Good to
It's
know. Jumping into our local too. Really excited about this one. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll take this one. So
bringing
this,
this up. It's all you. Go ahead.
yeah. This one is actually our. This one's brought to us by Roback. What's the? Use the code.
Use code TUTS15.
Use code.
Tutz15. Tutz, you want to shout out your Roback?
Yeah, shout out your Rebecca.
Yeah,
code.
come on.
Roback
Discount
story?
code. Use TUTS15 for 15% off on your first purchase. All right, use that code, and you will get discount. Roback, best ear in the game.
Best gear in the game.
Love it. Yeah, we're sponsored by Roback these days.
Sir, sign
but-
Rebecca. What else are we sponsored by?
Yeah. A few of our brothers have been doing pretty well recently. So Brian O'Neill signed for a massive
Massive deal. One of the highest
Massive
paid
deal.
left tackles in the game.
boy. Dante DiVincenzo just signed last night
Yeah.
for a massive deal. People are wondering, what did JP Morgan throw at you, dude?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was not close to the $93 million that Brian made and the $50 million that Dante just made. But I'm happy. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
That is all that
We
matters.
root
yeah.
for our brothers, right?
Yeah.
Second question is there like a Tutz Low family weight room coming addition to Sally's or anything? Like, are we getting that?
No, I do know that we're that Sally's just trying to knock down Brian O'Neill's door a little bit though. See if we can get a little bit of a donation.
that
And-
makes sense.
yeah. Now that Dante is swimming in it a little bit, I'm sure.
Get some
Sure, they may
upgrades to
have
the
a little-
gym.
a new practice facility for the basketball team or something. But no, maybe if I make it big one day, though, if I make it big and have some money to play with, I'll certainly donate back to Sally's.
100%.
Come on, I mean that place was instrumental in the person I am today.
Yeah. Are we pumped about the new practice fields?
Very pumped, very pumped. I mean, it's
my
going to
gosh.
totally change the game. I think it's going to be one of the premier schools in the East Coast. I would say with that facility.
That stadium is beautiful. Dude.
Beautiful.
So think about that. You got that, and then you're going to have a beautiful brand new baseball turf field.
Unbelievable.
And then another indoor facility. Is
You're
that
going to have an
correct?
indoor facility. They want to put 3 indoor basketball courts.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're going to have the full bottom field just fully turfed out. I mean, it's going to be amazing.
It's so nice, dude. I walk Murph over the bridge sometimes, and we'll do like a lap around Abyssinia, and that place is just gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
It's amazing that it actually came together. It really
Yeah.
is. Like that was. I know it was a lot of work put into it, raising the money and all that, but it's insane,
Yeah,
especially to what it was before.
exactly. So follow-up question to that is, this is just a general debate I get in with all Sally's people. Some people think I went to Sally's. I did not. But
you
what do
wish you did?
I thought that's what I just heard that, right? You wish you did.
So when we drove Winslow home from the hospital, I drove past and we took a picture of him in front of Sally's, because I'm not gonna you can't fight it, dude.
Nah.
You can't fight it.
Can't fight it.
Like if you want to get anything done here in Wilmington, Delaware, you have to go to Sally's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sort of
he'll
deal.
go to Sally's one day.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Who's he gonna play middle linebacker with?
Him and Bo Reeder are gonna be starting middle
Shout out to
linebackers.
Reeders.
Shout
For
out to
Gene
Reeders.
Deladon, hashtag edit your behavior. We're gonna get Gino on the podcast for sure.
Okay, nice.
For sure. He's a podcast guy.
Oh, I'm sure he'll do
he
a
did the
great
whole
job.
Rail Sports thing. So
Very excited about
We'll
the
get him
team.
on there. But
What was
do
your
we
question?
think- Yeah, like there is a rumor out there, speculation. Most of Sally's / Delaware's best athletes are from Pennsylvania. What do we think of that?
Trying to think just back when I played.
Ryan Kilpatrick, Dylan Walker.
Yep.
Both
Pat
PAs.
Knox was a
He's
kid that.
dropping more. So
Yeah,
give me more
Pat's
fuel from
stepped in,
the
right?
fire.
Yeah, It's really
he's
good.
helping his case.
I would say a lot of our better players at Sally's were from PA. Matt Szynski was from PA.
Was he really?
Yeah. Yeah, just thinking about our football team. A lot of our kids were from Pennsylvania.
Kilpatrick and I, we played 8th grade football together, and then we played lacrosse together. Knew each other and stuff. And same thing with Dylan Walker as well too. So that's just like a friendly little jab that I love to give to people.
No, I mean, listen, I'm not going to hide. Kilpatrick's one of the better athletes that walked out of school in the last 20 years, I would say. I mean,
He was a stud,
he was
dude.
an absolute
He
stud
was
on the
the
football
running
field.
back?
He's a
stud on
grown
the-
man
yeah.
in 8th grade.
Yeah, I remember
Running
him
back.
as
I
a
mean, he
kid.
was
He was a
unbelievable. Good lacrosse
beast.
player, had an amazing career at UNC too. Like,
Yeah.
that dude was amazing.
He was a full-grown man in 8th grade,
Oh, it was.
and I was 4'10".
Yeah.
he was.
I remember looking at him.
I was handing him the ball in this All-Star game. I was like, "You take it."
I don't want it.
Make me look good. He was incredible. He had an amazing high school career.
Yeah, he was awesome.
No, but you're right in that point. You are. There's a lot of good PA players.
Yeah, and I'm just looking, Gene, I'm not looking for a spot on the staff because I can't fully commit, sort of deal. But I love what Scoot does, just like breaks down film, like he's
Yep.
still involved
Yep.
Yeah.
and everything.
They
so
want him to do stats, I think. Some more stats. Get involved
you
there.
need people like that.
I know.
That's like the fabric of the program that gets us back. We got to get back to winning state championships.
You have to, because it's been a long time, and it's.
And those boys down south are pretty good.
They're getting
I know.
better.
They're big.
Dover's good. Smyrna's
This is a
always
really good
contender.
year, though. Very promising year. A lot of kids, a lot of offers. You have a returning quarterback.
We also have-
returning running back. You got a
Sophomore
new
player.
transfer kid coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
And
going
we
to be a
didn't
good
even
team.
mention we got a pretty stud kicker as well too.
We have a young kicker right here, he's a sophomore.
I think he's getting some looks though. I think he's like pretty legit. Or he's
Is
been
he?
going to like some camps and
He
stuff.
has. I've seen that. So
Yeah.
I know
The kicker last year, did he go anywhere?
he's going to Delaware.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, he's walking
Yeah,
on
He
Delaware.
was good.
Very
he was
good.
very good.
Yeah, one of the better kickers in Sally's in a while.
I love that.
Got a 3-minute mark, by the way.
Sweet.
Love it.
Yeah, so we'll wrap it up with this. So, with all of our JP Morgan money and everything, our $50 million deal that we signed, like what would be that like first purchase that you did with that? Right here we got Billy Joel's, houses on the market for $49 million. We look at ridiculous houses all
the
day
time.
long.
Dude, I think about this sometimes. It's crazy. Whenever the lottery gets to like 3, 4, 500 million. I'm like, man, imagine if that was me, and what would I do with it? And so this happens often, which is
It's your time to tell
weird
everybody
to say. I
what
know.
you would do.
I would,
Sunday night
honestly,
thoughts.
it sounds cheesy, it sounds corny, but the first thing that I would do is probably pay off my parents' house right away. I'd probably pay their house off, pay any debt they had, any cars, and then write them a check. Then worry about my own expenses. That's what I would do.
I agree.
Do you agree?
We're family guys.
Yeah,
we love
of
our
course.
fam.
Of course.
They helped us. He's 25, 29 years. Let's repay the favor.
But if I had to purchase something, honestly, probably like, I mean, depending on where I was living at the time, I mean, it would certainly be a house, but I mean, probably a beach house somewhere, or a house, you know, in Newport, Rhode Island, or
You're a big
you
real
know,
estate guy.
Yeah, you know, something like that for sure.
He is.
I love it. Yeah, I totally agree. I would have to go family as well too.
Yeah.
What would you do though? Your first selfish purchase? Or your first-
I'd pay off Colin Scoot's mortgage would be the first thing I would do. No, I would 100%. I'd zero everything and then buy a house in Seattle City.
It's a beach house, yeah, for sure.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, if I was feeling a little classier, I might go to Avalon. But
All right.
yeah, I'm
Little
gonna stick to my
Avalon.
roots though.
Stick
Seattle
to the
Okay,
roots.
good. All right,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Garmin Foundation is buried in Seattle.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, and then
where
I would
you guys
add in. I would rename the weight room's already named. I've been through the weight room at Sally's, right? Who's the name for? What's the weight room?
Oh man.
Someone. But we
You
gotta
wanna-
bring it up to speed. Yeah.
You know what? I don't know who
What
it's
would you
named
name it?
after.
The Garmin family
Garmin.
weight room. Yeah.
The Garmin family. I like that. Okay.
The Winslow and Bow weight room. That's what we'd be doing. Those kids are gonna be monsters in there.
I know. Oh my gosh.
I'm pumped. Like, you see the hype videos now. Like, what's the hype videos going to be when they're 14, 15, like 16-year-old?
It's gonna be awesome.
They're going to be power cleaning 315.
Easy.
And
Like,
think about what salaries could be, you know, in 15 years or whatever.
I'm excited for it. I think the future's bright here
Very
in Delaware. And, you know, if Sally's is in the card for wins, it is what it is. So I'm excited for them.
Makes
That'd be
sense.
I think it's a great opportunity.
All right. Let's jump into our topic of the day. Be Tutz. We have a guest speaker for a reason, and we would love to know more about you. So, start off. Tell us who you are, how you came about, early life, college, high school, all that jazz. If you want to add anything, we're more than happy to.
That's pretty much it right now.
Yeah, thank you guys again for having me on. Man, where do I start? So, you know, Delaware guy, born and raised, went to Christ the Teacher Catholic School up until 8th grade, obviously, and then I went to Sally's. I actually didn't initially want to go to Sally's. St. Mark's was where I wanted to go. That was
Really?
Yeah. So I did that open house thing. I went to.
Shadowed.
I love the open houses, and I love St. Mark's. I actually went to St. E's open house. I was like, I really like it here, but then I did the shadowing. St. E's, I crossed off immediately. It was okay, but it was down at St. Mark's and Sally's, and I shadowed St. Mark's, and it was not a good experience.
No?
No, yeah. The kids weren't as welcoming, I should say, and then the Sally's experience was just
boys.
far better.
It's just
Now, like,
boys.
do you think that's because, like, there were girls there?
I think part of it too was the person I shadowed was in the lower phases at St. Mark's.
What do you
And
mean?
they were like
Lower
you know,
school
the
phases.
Have you heard of phases?
Phases.
Phase 5, the 1,
like
basically on
5
your
year and higher
They were
classes.
in, like, the unwell.
They were in the not as smart classes. So a lot of those kids were, you know, pranksters, didn't give a crap about school,
No.
all that stuff. So they just, I mean, they saw an 8th grade shadow.
Young
and it
B.
was
Tutz
just-
wanted to be challenged.
Yeah, well, you know, it
He's a
just
phase
was,
3, phase 4 type of guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But the kid I shadowed at Sally's was in the highest phases, one of the smartest kids, valedictorian, went to UNC in a full ride academic scholarship.
Yeah.
So those kids that I was with, that experience, it was different. So I remember walking out there like, that's for sure the school I want to go to. And my parents were like, of course you picked the most expensive school in the state. That's great. Well, not the state, but most expensive one out of your choices. So that was a great experience. I played football and baseball my freshman year. And
I've heard it's tough there as, like, a freshman.
very
Like,
tough. We had 86 kids try out for our freshman baseball team.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a ton of kids.
86
many.
kids.
You could fill
We
them.
had 4 rounds of cuts. It was crazy. Yep. So we made it. I was fortunate to make it, and I think we had like
I have a
18.
Sally's name to drop for you baseball-wise.
Let's hear it.
Vince Bonadio?
I know the name.
Yeah. Yeah. He was
What?
a year older than me.
Okay,
Big
I definitely know. He good, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think
play-
he played tackle in football, too.
Okay, yeah, definitely know
He's a
that
big
name.
guy.
So I played freshman football. I was the tight end and kicker on the freshman football team. Got a little bit of action tight end, but mostly kicked, and that was like my thing. And then played baseball, and I did really well. But I started the first game, and started most of the season. But my high school freshman baseball story is we played St. Mark's first game. I started left field, which is awesome. I batted sixth. Yeah. And we played St. Mark's. We were down 9-0 after the first inning.
What?
Yeah. I get up, and the kid in front of me gets up. He's our center fielder. He looks at strike 3, doesn't swing, looks at it, comes in the dugout. Coach benches him immediately because he didn't swing. So I'm like, ooh, what happens to me? I get down 1-2 count. Dude throws a nasty curveball, totally breaks my ankles or my knees, and I get caught looking. I walked that dugout, bench for the rest of the game.
Oh my gosh!
I started the next game, but I was like my first game. I get one at bat and play one inning in the outfield.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
But I had a great career. So, anyways, I a great season. So I chose baseball, played travel baseball all freshman year.
Who'd you play for? Like, what are the travel
Delaware Sabres?
Delaware Sabres.
So they created it. It was mostly a Sally's team. Like our uniforms were blue and gold with the Sally's S.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I played that, and then so I quit football sophomore. I didn't even play. I said only baseball.
Yeah.
So I played baseball all the way up until sophomore, my sophomore year, and I tried out, and I was second round of tryouts, and I caught a fly ball in the outfield, took a crow hop threw the baseball as far as I could, snapped my elbow in half.
What?
It's in a cast for 17 weeks that had to immobilize my arm down and down. So I missed football season junior year.
Like Tommy John? Like,
it wasn't Tommy John, but it cracked it right here. Like the whip, just cracked it. What they think is there was a pre-existing injury there, and it was kind of, just snapped it. What? So I was in this robotic arm. Yeah, it was not fun. So I tried to go back and play in the summer. Did you have someone
like carry your book bag?
Yeah. I think I actually did have to for a little bit. It was bad. So anyways, I didn't play.
That's rough at a school like Sally's too. Like
it was.
The boys can get on you sometimes.
Well, I couldn't.
Like, they smell blood in the water. That's what Afro was like. Yeah.
Yeah, I asked to be a part of the team. I was like, listen, I feel like I would have made the team. Can I at least just be part of it, help out? And they were like, no, you didn't make the team, dude. Sorry. So I didn't play football that junior year, and I went back to play baseball that summer, and it just I didn't have it. So that's what came into somebody came to me and was like, you want to kick, you want to get back into this, and I kicked my senior year, and luckily I did well, and tried to kick in college. I got recruited pretty heavily, D3, D2, not really D1s, but a lot of D3, D2. Took like a bunch of visits, D3.
Like where at?
Franklin and Marshall, Frostburg State, Salisbury, Rowan. Rowan was my first, offer. But
you and I were almost diplomats, dude.
Well, listen, I'll tell you the story. So Franklin and Marshall offered me a package, a financial aid package that would have been less than Sally's per year.
Right.
I remember I saw it. I opened up the email. I was in the bathroom.
Maybe I can do Lancaster.
Yeah,
I can do it.
Listen, I did the whole visit and everything was great, and I committed. I verbally committed and everything. And then I went away we did this retreat at Sally's, where
what'd you get, the Kairos?
It was it was called Encounter, where you don't bring your phone, anything like that. And my dad had called the retreat, called one of the priests and said, hey, can we talk to Brandon? We got to tell him something. I assumed it was a tragedy or something. Yeah. He tells me I didn't get into the school. So they got a new president. My SAT scores were good, but not good enough to get into that school. So
blessing in disguise.
Totally didn't go. The same exact thing happened to Sean Locke. He committed to play baseball there.
I did not know that.
Same thing happened. Got his scholarship pulled, or financial aid pulled because his SATs weren't good enough. Blessing in disguise. We both walked on.
Mary Kate almost did something similar. She almost went to Salisbury to
really
play basketball. She's like, God, if I went to Salisbury to play
basketball, really?
That's a D3 powerhouse.
Yeah,
the place is awesome.
Yeah, but play D1. It's at the club level, but
for sure,
for sure, they got some good sports. So walked on, played football at Delaware for a couple years. The kid in front of me was unbelievable. Probably one of the better kickers we've ever had. And I couldn't beat him out. There's no way. So I played till junior year, going into junior year, and just wasn't for me. I knew I wasn't going to make it anywhere big. So left the team junior year, and just kind of tried to enjoy the rest of college because that took a lot. Those first 2 years it was mostly football.
It's brutal, dude.
It was brutal.
Full time.
Yeah, Sunday to Sunday. all the time. Even though you're not on the field, like we were constantly working, constantly in meetings, constantly at practice. It was a lot of fun. It was an amazing decision, but it was a lot.
Now, did you like enjoy like throwing around some weight in the Chuck Hall weight room, or?
That was the best shape I'd ever been in. I mean, we lifted heavy stuff. Like I was squatting heavy weight.
With the White Buffalo?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, and God, that locker room was terrible, but it was great though. Like it was. We were constantly working out, especially the people that weren't starters. Like we were always, especially like my freshman year, I didn't travel. We would when the team traveled, we would work out Friday and Saturdays. 6 a.m. workouts, pushing sleds on the turf, 100 yards. I mean, just brutal. But it was good. It was a great experience.
You're better for it.
Yeah. I'm glad I had it though, for sure. Yeah, it was. It was. And I initially tried to walk on. I knew I was going to go to Delaware and just. I said, look, I'm going to try and walk on, and if I don't make the team, I'll enjoy school, and that's fine. So I tried to walk on right when training camp started, and they said they were full. So then they came to me week 4 of the first season.
Really?
And they said, hey, look, we need a kicker. Like, you wanted to come try out? I was like, absolutely. So I go try out on a Tuesday. I never forget.
Absolutely. I've been hammered for the past 28 days. I'll do whatever you tell me to.
I kicked the first 2 weeks, and then week 3 and week 4, I was like, by the time week 3 came around, I was like, they're not calling me. So I'm just gonna just enjoy college. So I was actually working an athletic event. I was working.
Who called you?
So it was the linebackers coach, and his name is actually Andy Marino. I remember this. And he came. He stopped me as I'm leaving the Bob. He's like, "You interested?" And it's a Friday night. I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Tuesday 5:30. Casey Keeler will be there. He wants to see you." I'm like, "All right."
KC.
So I went. We were in the flag football championship game in the stadium. The practice facility is behind the stadium. So we had a game at 6. The tryouts were at 5:30. So I go there. Casey's there doing push-ups at midfield. I go up to him and I'm like, "Hey, I'm here for the tryout." He's like, "Crap, I forgot. Come tomorrow."
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we play the game. Then I go back tomorrow. Same thing. Push-ups midfield. I kicked 10 footballs in front of him, and that was it. I kicked 8 field goals and 2 kickoffs. My first kickoff, I think anybody in this room could have kicked it better than me. I was so nervous. I shanked it left, probably 20 yards. And he was like, "Listen, man, take a deep breath. It's all good." I'm like, "All right," because I was just trying to crush it. Yeah. And the next kickoff, I don't know if I've ever kicked a ball better. In my time at Delaware, I never kicked a ball better than that second kickoff. Through the end zone, and he was like, "That's all I need to see. Welcome to the team. Just be at practice on Tuesday."
Perfect.
And that was it. So yeah,
sign me up.
So yeah, that was my story.
Give me a nice low bar. Yeah. Need optimal vision.
Exactly.
Then we got into college athletics, did our time there, worked late hours, long weekends, and now we are JP Morgan 9 to 5, 9 to 3:30. We're at the golf course by 4:30.
Yeah, I had a sport management degree at Delaware. I loved it. I chased a dream for 6 years. Worked at Villanova, Rhode Island, and Villanova.
Was there an end game with that? What were you thinking?
I wanted to. What I did at Rhode Island was what I wanted to do forever. I mean, and when I say forever, for a long time.
What is that?
So that was the director of football ops. Yeah. So that was I was in charge of all of our travel, all of our budget. I helped facilitate our scholarships, our financial aid. It's probably the best job I ever had, but it was a gauntlet. I mean, 110-hour weeks, especially in season.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Sunday to Sunday, and the coaches did more. I mean, I would leave. If we're talking in season, we'd have 5:30 a.m. staff meetings, and then I would leave at 8 o'clock on a weekday, and they would say till 10:30, and be back at 5:30 for our staff meeting. I mean, it was unbelievable how they were able to have families. I was 22 and single at the time, and it was amazing that I was that young and in charge of just in charge of certain things like our budget and a trip. If we were flying down, we flew down to Delaware for one game. It was a $40,000 trip with hotels and buses and meals. I mean, you're feeding 110 people. I mean, it's insane. But picking out meals, what they're eating. I mean, it was so fun, but it was draining.
It is
for sure.
It's a ton, and I don't think that's what people really realize. Athletics at any level is just there's so much that goes into
so much on the outside of just the game, and
so
people just have no idea.
It's wild.
But I will say, with what I did at Villanova was different than what I did at Rhode Island. What I did at Nova, you're fully invested into the team. Like, everything you do from January to December is for 12 games of the season plus playoffs.
Right.
That's it. So you win games, your life is so much better. You lose games, it is hell in that office. It's terrible. So we had won our first game. We played Central Michigan at Central Michigan, and it was on ESPN3. It was a big deal for us. We go up there, and our quarterback throws 6 interceptions. We're tied at the end of the game, and we go into triple overtime. We had a freshman kicker have the chance to win the game on a 33-yard field goal in second overtime. Missed it left. So then he kicks a field goal in triple overtime because we get the ball first, and then they run it in for a touchdown to win. And
the Chippewas got you.
The Chippewas got us. Yeah, their backup quarterback or their starting quarterback was Shane Morris, who was a quarterback in Michigan for a while.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was. But then that starts the season like we can do this. We're gonna go back and play FCS schools. Like we can finally win. We went 3-8, which was tough. But we beat Harvard for the first time in like a decade.
It's tough.
Tough.
Like when you are like on a not great team. Yeah, and like you have like the highs of highs and lows of lows. Like my junior year at Delaware, we opened up like 3-0, and I was like, yeah, like let's roll. Like we can do this ordeal. And then like 3 weeks later, I look over, roster of 50. There's 22 dudes injured, and I'm just like,
gosh,
I'm like, we're getting smoked, dude. Like Fairfield just came down and just like roped us. I was like, that was like 20-6. Like that was rough.
Oh no.
Like in lacrosse, but yeah, dude, it's rough because like you gotta show up every day.
You do, and it's harder. Even, I mean, being able to play and then being able to be a coach on the staff, it's such a different perspective. But you have to show up every single day, even though you just got the brakes blown off you. You got to show up and try and like will these kids to want to practice and play another game.
I know, right?
So it's tough.
Yeah. When were you like, all right, like this is it? I'm done with this.
Yeah. So Rhode Island was tough.
Moment?
I wasn't making a ton of money for the work I did. And I knew I wanted to get back to Nova or to back closer to home. So Nova came up, and that was great. But really, what changed it was COVID.
How did you find Nova?
So I applied. I was lucky. I applied cold-blooded right out of college to be the AD's intern. So that was my first job, and I had it for 7 months, and I just applied. I can't believe I got the job. I was fortunate, but I was able to get that. Once I got that job, I was close with our athletic director there, who he was good friends with Pete Carroll, Bill Belichick. He was the director of ops when Reggie Bush and Matt Liner were there at USC.
Oh, really?
So he was at USC for a while, so he knows a ton of people.
Heck yeah.
So that opened a lot of doors. So that's how I was able to come back to Nova.
Nice.
The job opened up, called him.
And what years were you at Nova?
So I was at Nova, which is funny. I was at Nova 2016, and I was there for 7 months. That was right after they won the national championship. So I missed that. Went to Rhode Island. They won the national championship again in 2018. I came back 3 months later. So I missed the national championship. And I would have gotten a ring for the second one if I was there.
Sick.
Yeah, which is, but, it's all good. So I was there for a total of almost 4 years. But when COVID hit and we realized, things changed, a lot of people's perspective changed on work life and work life balance. That's what totally changed. Like, I can't believe I'm working 78-hour weeks, getting paid X, Y, and Z. Like, something's got to change.
Getting paid
not good money.
$20,000.
Literally at Rhode Island, dude, it was bad. And then, I thought it was better at Villanova. And then I still was like, especially the way things are working now.
Yeah.
I don't know how I've done it. I know.
We're cruising. When was your last year? I had one crossover, kid named Doc Sakin.
I know
transferred
that
in
name.
for like a hot second.
Lacrosse?
Yeah, he was a lacrosse player at Virginia.
So my team was lacrosse. I oversaw lacrosse. Oversaw all of our like capital projects, like facility management.
That was your team?
That
lacrosse?
was my team.
Yeah.
Lacrosse. I had lacrosse and baseball, and then football.
Okay, yeah. So Doc's played at Virginia, then he transferred in for a semester to play football there, and then he most recently just did a tryout with the Patriots. He was a Haverford School kid.
So he played football and lacrosse at Nova? Is that what you're saying?
No, he played lacrosse at Virginia.
That's why I know that name. Yep, yeah, I know him.
He's a stud. He's a stud. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, wild story.
That is a wild story.
Yeah, but I actually did a little stint at Nova as well too in the ticketing department.
Really?
Yeah, they're.
Who was your ticketing contact? Do you remember?
Last name Woods. Chrissy Woods.
Chrissy Woods.
Chrissy Woods.
Yeah, so she's still there.
Yeah.
Not in ticketing, but she's still at Nova, I believe, in a different apartment.
Yeah, my mom is a cheerleading coach, and she had a connection with this guy Phil O'Neill, who was like the cheerleading coach at Villanova.
Okay.
For a while. Now he's at Oklahoma.
Wow.
Crushes it at Oklahoma.
It's all about who you know, though.
Yeah, it's all about who you know.
It's all about who you know.
And so they got me the job. I did it like over my winter breaks at when I was in college, and it was hilarious. Yeah, just like my job was to like find people for like the Dunkin' Donuts layup contest at halftime.
No, I didn't know you were a Nova guy.
Hilarious, right? Yeah,
that's so cool.
Go Cats.
So I love the Go Cats. I love the V's up. So
Go
V's
Cats.
up.
yeah,
Love
but
it.
then COVID just killed. It was just
COVID
like,
killed. It was tough. I just was, a lot of us were from my time, from when I left, we had 5 people in our department, and I left in 2021, October of 2021.
because they just shut down like FCS sports. They were just like, no.
When COVID hit in March, we shut down completely. But we were home for 2 months. But we were the first people in that university, well, in the athletic department, back in the office, because we were in charge of trying to get that whole building, all the locker rooms, everything ready for kids to come back, like hand sanitizers, spacing things out. It was brutal. But yeah, I mean, really, once we came back, once we came back from COVID, like it changed a lot. We were like, man, this just isn't
different.
It's just different. And I had a friend that had done the same thing, got burnt out at Delaware. She worked in marketing, and she got a job at JP. And I hadn't talked to her in months, but I shot her a text one day, and I was like, how do you like it? I'm looking for something totally different. I just kind of want my life back a little bit. And
JP said, "Here's $50 million."
Yeah, and I said, okay. I couldn't believe it. It was twice as much I was making. And I just was like, I will take that. And it's been amazing. And the flexibility is what's really great.
Awesome.
So
It's unbelievable.
yeah.
What do you do at JP? Just
So
answer emails?
I'm a project manager for our credit card marketing department. So all those emails that you get about, if you're a Chase Sapphire preferred credit card holder,
That's you.
All those emails that you get that you probably
you on the Chase
swipe
Sapphire
left.
again?
All the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's an amazing
Chase
card.
Sapphire.
Love it.
Great card.
So
Get
all
the
those
points.
like emails, the letters you get in the mail, all those stuff, those are our projects. Those take like 12 weeks to put together.
Gotcha.
So I oversee putting those together from start to finish. Make sure they get out the door. There's no errors, all that stuff.
I recently just opened up some accounts with Chase, so I'm
What'd
excited
you
for it. Open up a Chase business checking account
Nice.
and
Okay.
Chase Ink business
You
card.
you got ink.
Got
Okay.
inked up.
Just ink, or is it because we have like Ink Premier? Is it just
there were
ink?
like 4 options, so I forget which one I exactly got.
Nice.
But 0% APR for 12 months. I'm
Oh,
excited
there
for
you
it.
go. So you're gonna be swiping that thing, huh? That's awesome.
100%.
Love it.
Yeah.
So
the
yeah,
limit was a little low, but we'll work on that.
What was your limit?
the limit was low.
Give him a call. Get that increased.
Yeah.
Love it. So we're JP head. We are back in Delaware. We are living in Union Park, considered basically the next
How
trial.
did you and Becca meet? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
So
funny
long,
story.
yeah.
I'll make it quick. She's really good friends with all my guy friends. They went to St. John the Beloved, grade school. So I've known Becca for a while, basically who she was. But in college, I knew she was actually a cheerleader, and I was on the team for a little bit. So like we would always be right next to each other. But again, never really interacted, never introduced each other. She had a 21st birthday. Her junior, sophomore and junior year, and Sean Locke and I wanted to go out to get drinks. He was friends with her
Yeah.
at the time, and he was like, I gotta go to her birthday, say hi. I didn't know her. He was like, just come with me, we'll say hi, and then we'll go get drinks. We go, say hi to her. She's not in the best state of mind, a little bit of intoxication, and she makes a beeline towards me, sees me, and asks me to politely leave.
Politely is a good word for it.
Politely leave. Politely. And
Like leave with her, or like get the fuck out of my house.
get the fuck out of my house. It pretty much said that exactly. And so yeah, she tells me to leave, and Sean and I leave. Go to Grottos. But I always held that grudge on her.
Tutz brothers love the grudges.
Oh,
Love
for
the whole
sure.
grudges,
Oh, it's just
yeah.
if you kick me out first, it was just like I'm not gonna. All right, I don't like you. So so I mean, we would see each other a decent amount, and I just wouldn't interact with her. And she eventually came up to me. This is years ago, years down the line. We both moved to Philly. She went to law school. She moved to Philly. I came back from Rhode Island, moved to Philly. We ran into each other at a party, and she noticed that I wasn't saying hi to her, but was saying hi to her friends. So she was like, "Why are you saying hi to my friends, but not me?" And I was like, you don't remember, do you? She said, remember what? Tell the story. She's mortified.
no idea.
No idea. Feels terrible about it. Very sad. And that's, and then we started kind of hanging out, and that's how it happened. But it's
Rest
funny
is
because
history.
that's how we kind of met
It's a
initially.
funny story.
Yeah,
It's a very funny story.
She's mortified. She's probably so mad that I said that, but that's okay.
She's the best. She's the
but
best.
yeah, we lived in Philly for a year on Market Street, and then we bought a house in Union Park Gardens
Love it.
last May, which we love it. It's great.
Your house is dope.
Yeah,
It
the house
was
is
very
awesome.
lucky. It was Becca's brother, his best friend. They had lived in the house for 11 years, and
That's a Delaware story, dude.
I know.
You
It's
know I
just
live
crazy.
at past grandfather's house?
No way.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He was there like
Currently?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So you've been in the house a ton of times?
growing up. Yeah.
Growing up, wow.
He was there like from birth to death.
When did you realize that? Did you go into the house in time and you're like, wait a second.
No,
Probably just when you met Vince, right?
It was insane timing. So the day that I was supposed to interview with them, my dad calls me, and I was worried.
never
my
calls
dad,
you.
my dad never calls me. I thought someone died. I'm like, oh shit. Like I pick up the phone while I'm driving. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, on the way to a job interview. He's like, oh, where are you applying? It's a company called the Garmin Group Trolley. He's like, you are the ones that like bought Grandpa's house off me, right?
Oh my
Like
gosh.
an hour later, I'm like, yeah, funny story. Just got to phone my dad.
It was a great
Yeah,
story.
past dad's a client. Yeah.
That's a great, that's Delaware though. That's
so Delaware.
Yeah.
So tiny.
So I mean, we knew about the house. They had mentioned something 5 months ago, and Beck had thought, never seen the house, but thought it was like a 3-bedroom. Didn't think it would be big enough, like a smaller home. And I remember when we went to go check it out, we were like, wait a second, this is awesome. So they certainly didn't hand it over to us, just as friends, which obviously you can't do, especially the way the market was last year
Yeah.
and currently is. But we love it. It's great. It really is a good house. So hopefully we can keep it forever.
Hell yeah, dude.
We got
So,
a new
yeah.
pup.
We got a
Gorgeous boy,
dog. I'm
Brody.
doing everything in life, pretty much in 1 year. Bought a house, got engaged, got a dog. I don't have a kid on the way, thank goodness. But he's great. Yeah, I've always wanted a golden retriever.
You can watch my kids if you want.
Yeah,
Get the baby fever out of
I
the way.
would just, you go on vacation, drop him off to Colleen, she'll take him for the month.
But yeah, so he's great. He's 11 months. On Wednesday, he goes away for 10 days though to like boarding camp essentially.
Is he pumped or what?
Yeah,
trying to hype
Beck
him
is
up?
on the verge of tears. She's upset to leave him, but it'll be good. He's just at a house down the street,
Nice.
right by Price's Corner. This guy owns his own company, trains dogs. I've been there. It was good. So hopefully he'll go there for 10 days while we're away too. Hopefully he'll come
Perfect.
back and more.
He's an alpha. He'll do all right.
He's an alpha.
He'll be fine. Hopefully he'll come back more disciplined though. That's what we need. That's what we need.
He's spoiled.
Yeah, I know. We spoil him too much.
We got the wedding coming up, New Year's Eve, black tie wedding. Super pumped
Yeah,
for
so big
that.
question. Are you not necessarily nervous to get married? Are you nervous to get married in Delco?
No, I'm not. It's we have such a big wedding, so it's funny. Like we looked at a lot of places here, but they just couldn't hold us where it was affordable.
Yeah.
Within reason. And
Delco's like, oh.
so wait, so I ask you,
Got it, dude.
how well do you know Drexelbrook?
My sister lives right around the corner from there. I've been
Really?
to multiple weddings there. Yeah, so.
Good experiences.
Yeah, dude, you're right in the heart of Delco. Like,
Really?
Right in the heart. Yeah.
So what about the cupcake store Sophisticates right next to it? Are you aware of it?
No, not aware of that.
So that's Beck is a big cupcake person, but that they say that place is amazing. We've had it; it's really good.
Yeah.
We went to Newport.
I don't discriminate against cupcakes. So.
We went to Newport, and they told us we ran into this bachelorette party. These 50-year-old girls on a bachelorette
Newport,
party.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, sorry. Yes.
Specify.
Newport, Rhode Island. And we told them about Drexelbrook, whatever. And ironically, they lived, in Delco area, Delaware. And that was the first thing they brought up was, oh my God, Sophisticates. Every time we go back to Delco, you got to go to Sophisticates.
Nice.
So I was
I'll
curious.
hit it
if
up
you
next time I go with
Yeah.
my sisters.
So no, I'm excited though. The venue is great. I mean, we're in love with it. It's awesome. The hotel's attached to it, which is awesome. So it's a huge venue, as you know. It's going to fit us. It's a one-stop shop. They include a lot of things. So I'm excited.
Perfect. Yeah. Has there been any like wedding crazies? Like, are you crazy about anything? Is she crazy about anything?
No, it's been really good. I'm kind of almost like waiting for like that time to come where, and we're still 6 months out or whatever, but I'm waiting. It's been very nonchalant. I'm a big time planner. I had to be with my job at Rhode Island, especially. Like, I just plan things, very organized when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I've done a lot, which is good. She's been super helpful, but like when it comes to the details and stuff, nothing we've like disagreed on. One thing that she wants to do though is when we walk the bridal party out, she doesn't want to do one-on-one. She wants all the boys to go out at once, all the girls to go out at once. Like, not the awkward dance, you know.
Are you
like
married in a church or like
Sainties.
Okay.
The
She doesn't want people doing like
Vince Garman and Mary Reeder going out, you know.
Sit down.
Yeah. They don't, you know, so which
gotcha.
I'm like, you know what, that's fine. That's fine. So
She doesn't want people doing rehearsed beer chugs.
Well, it's not even her. It's more about the bridal party coming to her. Like, please don't make us do.
Don't
you
make
know.
me walk down the with that asshole.
Yeah, which I say, you know, it's just fine. Which is fine.
Can't blame her on that. Can't blame her on that.
And we talking about the wedding. We had your bachelor party.
Yeah,
in Nashville, Nash Vegas. Vince Carter says.
Nash Vegas.
Was it Nash Vegas?
It was. Again, first time I'd ever been there. That was part of why I wanted to do it. The reason I did it in the summer was because a couple of the guys on my trip are teachers, coaches, so you know it would have been tough in the fall. So it worked out great. I mean, I could have asked for a better bachelor trip in terms of just weather, the way the guys got along. Everyone was in such good spirits. It was such an amazing time.
You had an
it really
awesome
was.
planner too.
Yeah, he did it. Connor did a really good job putting everything together, just from like terms of shuttles and you know the boat day and organizing top golf.
It's a lot to go into it.
Yeah, you got 18 guys. It was
First
tough.
time I've ever done something like this. I was. The week leading up to it, I was like, I wasn't even focused on work. It was just Nashville.
You can do anything now.
I know anything. I can do itineraries like him now.
It was great.
It's a blast.
Very lucky that it was our first bachelor party from like our friend group. So a lot of
Set the
high
bar
expectations.
high,
Yeah,
dude.
and it was awesome.
Two
It really
houses,
was.
18 guys, and we had a couple drop. We were supposed to have 22, 23.
Yeah,
Couple
so,
dropouts.
but, I mean, not everyone's gonna be able to make it. So having, having 18 guys and most of our friends that would come was, I feel very blessed. Let's put it that way.
100%.
Yeah.
Any questions for him or us in regard to the trip?
Yeah, so first of all, my one note was you guys saw George Kittle. Was he a part of your bachelor party?
Yeah. We were at Casa Rosa and Miranda Lambert's bar, and we're dancing. It's probably like midnight. They turned it from live music to like a club around 9 o'clock. And it was that was our favorite bar. It was so much fun.
So much fun.
We're dancing, and we're on the stage, and I look left, I'm not kidding you, and George Kittle's like probably 10 feet away from me. And I like had to kind of rub my eyes, like, that's George Kittle? I'll tell you what though, man, bad taste in our mouth. He would not say a single, which, listen, I get it. I shouldn't expect him to be like taking pictures, saying hi to everyone. Absolutely not. But he wanted nothing to do with anyone.
Really?
Yeah. Which again, I understand.
What was
to a
his
degree.
crew like?
He was
probably
with the
intimidated by
normal
your
crew.
crew.
There was no like other NFL players with him.
No.
Yeah, he was with kind of just normal guys. But just kind of seemed like an asshole a little bit.
Does he like stand out like physicality
don't
wise?
think he
Really,
did,
not
no.
really. But you could just tell by his hair.
Yeah.
He was wearing
Yeah.
wearing sunglasses in the club. But
He probably knew we were Eagles fans and still has that bad taste from getting whooped in the NFC
100%.
Championship.
He had to know.
Yeah,
He
they're
had
still
to know.
complaining about it, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. So yeah, it was crazy. But tight end U was there, which I didn't realize. Tight
What
end
is
U
that?
camp. So
Tight
it's
end
like
U camp?
all the tight ends across America. A lot of NFL guys, a lot of the best college players. I think it's a week-long camp. It's called TEU, it's Tight End University, and it's just like a legit camp for all the tight ends. Some of the best for there.
If
It
I
was
could
in
go back,
Nashville.
I would play tight end. I think.
You got the bill for
You
it.
got the build for it, yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah. I just got not necessarily pigeonholed into playing quarterback. I just played QB my whole life, and it was just like is what
And
it
that's
is.
it.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks transition to tight end, pretty often.
Yeah. But I didn't get big until after my senior year, so it is what it is.
That's
you know?
tough.
It is tough.
That's tough.
And maybe if I went to Franklin and Marshall, maybe we're having a different conversation.
And you're playing with George Kittle.
Yeah, we're having a different conversation out there.
So
Yeah. So it sounded like Miranda Lambert's bar was your favorite bar.
That was
Casa
our
Rosa,
favorite,
so
yeah.
much fun. Just great vibes. It wasn't super crowded. I mean, it was packed, but like you could still move around. The music was amazing. It was awesome.
That's dope.
Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan's bars are together as well, and they're when you go up to the 5th floor rooftop, they are like basically combined.
You can
Besides,
just
like,
go from one to the other.
Really?
One to the other.
Yeah.
That was probably our second favorite, right?
5 stories.
Every bar.
Which is
5
insane.
plus.
I mean,
Isn't it just amazing? Like sometimes I just like pinch myself sometimes. Like when I go out to like a random place in Wilmington, I'm just like, I don't know anyone here. Like what's it like Nashville? There's just bodies everywhere.
oh my god.
The weekends
Yeah.
they close it, like they shut down Broadway, so it's just free for all on the streets too.
It's amazing.
Thousands of
It
people.
really is. And there's bachelorettes, bachelor parties everywhere. I mean, you could tell people are there obviously to visit, and it's just so you're getting everyone's top level energy.
Top energy,
Like,
yeah.
it was just
Vibes
amazing.
are high.
Vibes are definitely
very
high.
Any lines for every bar?
Nah.
Which is surprising. That was
Not
something I
much.
was concerned about.
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday, nothing. And then Saturday, there was a
Tiny
little bit,
bit,
but we
but not-
waited in one line, and it was probably 5 minutes.
Yeah,
The
not
bars
bad.
are so big.
Yeah.
So many.
It's
That,
wide.
like,
It's
you
like,
can-
oh, here's another staircase. All right, let's go.
Yeah, and like that's
It's
what my
insane.
parents been to Nashville one time. Literally,
That's right,
COVID. My boy, we were supposed to go to Nashville, it got canceled. It was just like rough.
That's tough.
It's so tough, yeah. Like my parents just said, like, yeah, there's 5 floors. Like
And
each
if you
floor
can't
is
get
like
into Luke
different.
Bryan's, you can go to another bar. You're always doing it in the bars. It's
Yeah.
just, some are a little bit more crowded than the others.
Broadway was cool. We had a boat day.
Boat day was
We
awesome.
had like a
What do you think about your brother? He was very responsible wearing the ankle brace.
Very
I know.
responsible. I know.
Not now.
He was.
Yeah, it's a week. We're taking a week off.
Yeah,
Not
very
feeling it.
responsible. But boat day was great. It was, again, 89 degrees, sunny. Couldn't ask for anything
Took
better.
us to Party Cove. There was
Yeah.
like what 50 plus boats there.
Yeah,
It was
a ton of
blast.
boats.
Just everybody pull up, tie up,
Yeah,
drop
pull
anchor.
up, tie up,
Captain
bouncing
was
from boat
awesome.
to boat. We had 2 slides, double decker boat, jumping off the top boat, throwing footballs, did cliff jumping. So
That's right.
yeah, can't
Did cliff
beat
jumping.
it. I was again very fortunate.
That was dope. And then getting into the superlatives, I called it.
He called it. I told you,
You
this.
called it.
Yeah, I don't even really
I didn't even know you know him. Like
Not really, no. Like, I like, and we'll get into like the friend group here in a minute, but like, I know some dudes I like don't know, and then some guys like they say what's up to me, and I'm like, yeah. But Jake Condren, he just looked like he was built.
Clear
bachelor party.
front runner for MVP. I mean, the
MVP
guy
for
was
the
just
weekend.
unbelievable.
the outfit's on point. The
was there
vibe's on
Wednesday?
point.
Was there a day before?
Yeah,
Stayed at a hotel with our buddy Eric Reisner. So was there Wednesday and then stayed till Sunday. He was the last person to leave. First person to get there, last person to leave.
that
His vibes were high 24/7. I mean, the dude is always happy. He's always has good energy. He
Energy was unmatched.
clear cut MVP. I mean, unbelievable. And there was a lot of guys that
Yeah.
were first team all batch.
All batch.
But like this
And
guy
Coburn
was
was
who
up
else
there,
was
Dan
Dan
McDermott.
badge?
And Coburn
tough to put
definitely.
into 5, but and Coburn was up there.
Dan McDermott.
Dan McDermott. I'd say Kyle Lynch was up there.
Kyle Lynch was up there. My man was just grittying all up and down Broadway every single day.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
Greeting?
Just grittying, like dancing, grittying.
Oh.
yeah.
He's a little like shy, like reserved, like. What
Get a couple
right?
of drinks in my guy.
Get a couple drinks and he's just
he
on
will,
top
he
of the
will
world.
let loose. He
Love
was
that.
awesome.
He's the man.
Yeah, I'd say those 4 especially were ones that jump out. They gave me all they had. A lot of those guys
me all they had.
were awesome. I just very blessed and fortunate.
Love that. And LVP, are we surprised?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Least-
clear cut LVP. Not even remotely surprised. Haven't heard from him. Don't know what he's up to, how he's doing. Hopefully he's alive still.
Yeah.
But yeah, Charlie Mallon.
Yeah, my roommate. My roommate.
Does
anyone know what that guy's
from
up to?
Malin, huh?
Haven't heard from Mallon. Damn. Yeah.
Did he break his elbow?
He
Not
apparently
bro-
did not
not
break his
broken.
elbow.
Oh, thank God.
He's
Yeah, I
shooting
was
for the
worried about
BTO.
that.
That's his goal. Shooting
Yeah.
for the BTO.
So
said-
yeah, disappointing out of him. Hasn't even given anyone an apology or anything. So I can't even back my guy up. Hasn't given an apology or any reasoning of why he was the way he was the entire weekend. So, but it didn't ruin my time one bit. I will say that there were 17 other guys that I was with.
We love you,
You
Charlie.
know,
I love that.
we still love you, Chaz.
We love you.
Yeah, you need a guy like that. Yeah,
We need
a glue guy.
Someone,
Yeah.
someone that we can attack.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Brag
just-
on a bit.
It's unfortunate he's just such an easy target.
He's such an easy target. Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, it was a blast. That was one of my favorite weekends. I got
That's
a couple
good.
calls this week from buddies who were there saying, "Can we go back? Are we booking the next flight?" So it was a good time. Bunch of aces. Getting into that. We say ace around here a lot.
Yeah,
Around this office, I kind of brought it
brought
up when I joined the team.
I use it because I
We're
love
all
it.
aces.
Yeah,
We love it. I got the word ace from B Tutz. You know how it came about?
I really don't know the
OGs.
the origin of it. I mean, I'm sure we certainly weren't the first ones to ever use that word, but it started in college. I know that, and our friend group just kind of used it, and we just beat the hell out of it for our entire college time. And we still use it. It's probably one of the top 10 most words I use in my vocabulary.
It's amazing.
Description. It's like, that's my boy.
Just
That's my
literal
ace.
blood.
Blood.
You are blood. You are the
ace.
goat. You are literally my ace. It is tight knit brother. Just blood. Like blood is a great description.
Love it.
Great synonym.
love that.
You talk about your boys. You have a lot of them.
I do.
You have a ton of them.
Yeah.
It just seems like throughout high school and college, everyone just kind of stayed in one group. It's like your own little frat.
I was thinking about this on our way here, like how it started. So we have a group chat. There's 15 of us, very tight knit, very close, and we created this group chat in college. We've all been friends, especially a lot of the other guys that I'm friends with. They have been friends in grade school. Some of us kind of came on in high school and in college, but we created this group chat probably at the start of college, and the amount of people that went in and out of that group chat is crazy. Like, we added a lot of people, and we removed people. We had like a lot of people, but by the time college ended, it kind of was just these 15 guys were the ones that kind of were set and standing. And
Is it an iPhone group chat or what is it?
It's a group me.
Group me.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, we talk in it every single day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know a day
I
we
love
haven't
the
talked in
groupies.
it. All the best.
You have your 15 guys. They're 29 or so, and then you got another group, 15 or so that are 30 years old. You guys are all boys. What's the distinction between two? What do you call each other?
Yeah, we are the youngers, and they are the olders, the less cool olders.
Are you guys like friends?
Olders versus youngers.
Yeah, I mean, it depends who you ask. I love those guys. They're good dudes. You ask somebody else, they may disagree. But I don't know when that started in college. We became really good friends in college and started hanging around each other. And
Like
then
the two groups?
the two groups, they kind of started to merge a little bit in college, and then it's just then this like little fun rivalry just kind of started over the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Who's the guy to like bring it together? Like,
Who for the
was there
olders?
any? Yeah.
I would say the olders, go-to guys, probably Justin and Sneeze.
Hey, you're
Yeah.
ace.
My age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
dude.
I gotta
We
show
used
you
to
this
call,
picture,
like I used to call him, he's still on my phone, is Papa.
Yeah.
He's the pop, so he's a great dude.
Yeah.
So he's the guy to kind of bring
Schneese
the
might
olders.
be, he might be on Almost Friday.
There you go.
Yeah, there they
Kate
are.
asked us to send in July 4th photos.
Yeah, there you go.
And Sneeze popped up. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Schneese is in there. Yeah, he's my
Schneese.
guy.
Yeah, he's I'd say he's kind of their go-to guy.
It's funny though. Brandon would come home.
Who's the alpha of the youngers? Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
It is tough. We all think we are.
Yeah, we all do. Certainly not me. I don't know. The alpha of the youngers. I mean, probably our go-to guy, a guy that like if we had to put up to talk on behalf of us, probably Dan McDermott.
Dan McDermott, yeah.
Dan McDermott,
Yeah, he
yeah.
kind of runs the ship there.
Yeah, I mean he
starts a lot
let's
of
not
the
make his
events.
head too big. His
Sure.
head's already big enough. But I'd say if we had to throw someone on stage to talk on behalf of us, probably him.
And he's just
Him or again Mike.
He's like one of the guys. Like I know who he is, but I don't know.
hilarious.
Him.
Yeah, he's
Favorite
kind of
one.
his
Favorite one in the group.
his girlfriend went to where did she go?
Does he date Alyssa?
Yes,
Is that
his
one?
kid.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sister,
Alyssa and my sister cheerleaded together. I know Alyssa just from
when
Garnet
did they
Valley.
cheerlead?
All-star cheerleading, like back
Oh,
in the day.
okay.
Yeah.
So she's a GV head.
Yeah.
And I know that's what he ultimately wants to do. Like he wants to. That's where they're gonna. If they get married and all that stuff, that's where they're gonna raise a family. It's like Garnet Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
There we go.
Yeah. Why not?
It's a good area. I mean, the schools are much better than here. Public schools, much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun though. Brandon would always come home like after a weekend with the boys, and he'll be like telling a story about Schneese or whatever, and be like, yeah, Schneese, yeah, he's an older. And I'm like, what? What's that? What's younger?
It
what's
is,
old?
and we have a
It's
group
hilarious.
chat. It's
Is there a
literally
combined group chat?
youngers versus olders.
Yeah.
30 of us, 29 of us. In
Wow.
In the
We
group.
don't
Yeah,
talk
I love
in
how
it
it's
too
like
much.
evenly split,
When's
like
who's
15,
the latest edition? Like,
Yeah, anyone new?
yeah. When's the last time someone was initiated?
No, not since college.
No.
For the youngers, at least. I don't know about the olders, and the olders haven't really wavered either. Yeah, it's literally since college, 2016. I don't think we've ever had someone like come in and be like, you're part of our
Yeah, and it's been 7 years now, so like
Yeah.
it's not going to change.
I don't think it'll ever change.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, there's still hope. I'm not, trying to
how
knock you down.
good does it feel when you throw a message in the group me and you get 14 hearts?
It's
Like,
unbelievable.
Does it happen often?
The only time it happens is when it's kind of a big accomplishment.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
like, yo, fellas, got a job moving to, California or whatever, or something like
Everybody
that.
hypes you up?
Or just got
Hype you up.
engaged. Like, we had a couple, just pick, we didn't know Lynch was getting engaged, and he just threw a picture of him on a knee in there. Yeah, just like that. Boom, we're like, holy
What a wild move.
yeah, and same thing with Eric Reisner. Did the same thing like a couple months ago. Threw it in there, and so that's but there's no better feeling if you say something funny and you get 10 plus likes.
Do you feel like king of the world?
Oh
dude?
yeah, when you throw something in and it gets literally not a single like, it takes a little punch to the gut.
It does.
It could be
It
that,
hurts.
or it could be a message saying Nashville was sick. It's like 15 likes.
Boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
it depends.
Boom.
Yeah.
So are we allowed to talk about this? Are all the olders and youngers invited to the wedding?
No,
Or
they're
what?
not. So the only olders invited to the wedding is Trevor Cooney, Kyle Funk, Kyle Hagan.
Kyle Funk.
Are all the youngers in there?
All the youngers are invited to the
Okay,
wedding.
right,
Yeah,
right.
all the youngers are invited to.
Olders are a bunch of lames.
Yeah. Yeah, who's 30? They were all invited to the bachelor party too. It's tough because even though we're all so close, but obviously you're closer to
Yeah.
some rather than others. But I don't know if any of us will have a wedding and not invite everyone.
Yeah.
It's kind of the way it is. So, but yeah,
It's
again,
dope to have a good friend group like
it
that.
is, and I know it's
Yeah.
not
Awesome,
that way
man.
for everyone.
No,
You know,
no,
and
I have 2 best friends, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
And I have a ton of friends, but not a 15-person
Go-to.
group chat.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm exactly
Yeah.
like you.
yeah.
I would I look up to that, and I think that's awesome. It's like when my bachelor party time comes, can I just have your boys come? I don't have enough guys
Yeah,
that are
why not? Listen,
in that a
they'll
big group
come.
like that. It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and
Definitely fortunate.
That's just awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm definitely a little jealous of it.
Definitely
as
jealous.
well too.
Yeah, again, I know I've said before, I'm very fortunate in that
Yeah.
regard. The things we do, the trips we take, the tournaments that we do
Yeah,
and
let's
stuff
get
like
into
that.
that.
is I know that's not normal and common.
No.
Very fortunate.
What are our yearly tournaments? What
Yes,
since
we have the Sunshine Classic, Charlie Mallon's favorite tourney and probably the best day of the year for him.
Can't
we have
believe
the
he won
Turkey
again.
Bowl, and then the BTO, the Bear Trap Open, which Mike
love
Lago
it.
puts together.
Vince
I
Garber trying to
believe
sneak in
it's
there.
our seventh.
I've gotten a quasi invite from Mike Igo one time.
What did he say?
Yeah. We were playing DuPont and teeing off on number 9,
Okay.
and number 9 for whatever reason I can just pipe it
That's just your hole.
I put it right between the tree and the bunker
You'll go left side
oh yeah,
Okay,
100%. Yeah, I carry the tree. Yeah, just
every time.
bomb it out there.
You
I do
over
my
the
best.
over the bunkers.
Yeah. What are we? 2 minutes already? No, 3 minutes already. yeah. So I just bombed it out
Barricades
there.
and they yell at us.
And we were playing with it. This was 2-3 years ago, and he's like, "Yeah, I just had neck surgery." And he showed me. His
Yes,
scar.
yes, it was bad.
I was
Yeah,
like, what?
forgot
we were
about
living
that.
together at that time.
I forgot about
I was
Yeah.
that.
like,
Right.
"What?"
It was,
Yeah.
it was a pretty tough injury.
I was like, "Dude, I had back surgery and didn't touch a golf club for 2 years. What
Yeah.
are you doing? Your
So
scar's way worse."
we call him Noodle Neck. Just
story.
because we call risers.
No, how did he break his neck or
I
whatever?
forget how it happened. I don't even know if he knows, but I remember he was in pain for a while.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got a lot of nicknames for the boys.
And we just, every time he, because he doesn't hit the drive, maybe as far as Eric Reisner, so every time, especially when he was on his rehab coming back hitting golf clubs, he couldn't hit as far.
Yeah.
The boys just had a field day with him.
I was like, "What are you doing, dude?"
Noodle that guy go. Go bad for him.
you don't
But
know
the one that we're super sad that we missed out on, Tutz and I both got invited to
Both invited.
the Dino party.
the Dino
The Dino Party, yeah.
Last one of Carp.
April
Yeah.
15th, 2023. I'll regret it every day for not going.
I can't believe you didn't make an appearance.
I got the invite from Mike Igo, and I told Mary Kay, I was like, "I'm going."
He mentioned it to me.
What did she say?
And she was like, "No way you're not. No way you're not."
He brought it up here, and I was like, "Yeah, Brandon's got the Dino party this Saturday," and he was like, "The Dino? Yeah, the Dino party. What do you think? You going up?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "I want to go. I really
Yeah.
want to go."
Great
And I-
time. Great time.
I checked Twitter, and I saw that Ty Warrington was the Dino.
He was.
But I don't know who said it because we all have freaking burners. So I don't know who these dudes
You have a
are.
burner too?
No, but they're all my best friends.
Oh,
on
yeah.
there. They don't know that we're best friends, but
So
these
we-
guys just love the burners.
Love
dude.
the burners.
I don't get it.
And they talk almost more than text messages, or tweet more than text messages.
I love it, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I follow all of them too.
Whoever
But Dino
ju-
Party was good. I wish you had came. The first one was an epic one. We probably had 85 people in our house.
That's amazing.
Our
The
house
guy
is
put in that
tight.
rental last year. My boy.
Oh, yeah.
He was the dino last year.
But this one, the second one, we did a really good job of like whoever the dinos are. There's no way of tracking them. It is going to be an actual hunt. We couldn't find them. We went to 7 bars before we found them.
Quick
Really?
backstory,
Yeah.
right? Everyone comes pre-games.
You drop a $20 bill
$20 bill,
as when you walk in the door.
and you pick a name.
And you put your name in drop a $20 and put your name in another bucket.
Okay.
So that $20, everyone throws in 20. It's a big pot, maybe $1,500, $2,000, or whatever, depending how many people come. That's the pot that goes with the 2 dinos. So then you pick 2 dinos. Those 2 dinos, there's a list of 10 bars.
Oh, yeah.
Those 2 dinos, pick 1 bar out of those 10.
and the rest that everybody else has
After
to
they
find.
go, 15 minutes later, everyone has to go find them. But if you go to trolley or to Oyster House first, they're not there. You have to have a drink or a shot
Yeah.
to go to the next
Sick.
bar.
We should have went.
It was awesome.
We missed
So,
out.
anyways, that tab's open. They open the tab at wherever they go, and then everyone drinks on that tab until it's done.
That's dope.
So it was
unbelievable.
We did 2, and they were both successes.
Just the ideas that you got that you have that party of the Sunshine Basketball Tournament, the Turkey Bowl every year, and the Bear Trap Open golf tournament at the
Mike
beach.
does a great job at
It's
Bear
so
Trap
cool.
Open. I know there's a lot of people that try and get in that tournament. He sent out a message saying that like he couldn't accommodate
Come on,
everyone.
Igo, yeah.
Come on, I go.
He just actually released the pairings today,
Love
which is great. So
BTL.
Who's your
Yeah.
teamate?
Ryan Torza, newly engaged.
Torza.
Yeah.
Wow.
This got engaged 2 days ago.
Congrats.
Shout
He's
out
a Delaware
Torza.
football
Yeah, shout out
player. So,
Torza.
yeah.
Hell
Love
yeah.
that. Love it. Love it.
Hell yeah.
You,
Well, yeah, I think that about
yeah.
wraps it up.
Right.
Yeah, anything else you want to drop?
Anything
You got
else?
1 minute, yeah.
Throwback code again. What do
No,
you
again,
want?
rollback code. Use code TUTZ15
How does it feel?
TUTZ15.
First podcast.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, this is great. I could do this for a living. I really could.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. Right?
This would be awesome. But thanks, guys, for having me on. I
You want
really
to
I had
tell
a great
JP you want
time.
to put in your 2 weeks notice?
Yeah.
You're coming over to the
Carmaker
Garner.
podcast.
I would love
coordinator.
it. I'll help run this. Yeah, I'll be the host.
He'll have itineraries out for us.
Yeah.
He'll do all this.
This is great. Thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate
Love
it.
it.
I had so much fun.
Yeah. Good time, so.
We
you wanna wrap it up?
appreciate you coming on. Yeah, quick reminder, doors always open, 1801 Delaware Ave. Stop by anytime. We got Cocktail Connections coming up July 20th of this month. But episode 12, thank you again.
Shout out
Vince.
B Tutz.
Yeah, shout out B Tutz. And catch us next week. Thank you.